Hello guys, my name is Jana. I'm streaming specially for you from Ukraine Dating.tv from Sumy City, Ukraine. Today I am replacing our beautiful Julia who located in Serbia. She has some plans, some issues not to do the stream today, so I'm with you. Okay, guys, today our topic is why Slavic women aren't attracted to you and how to fix that. Let's take a look for another educational short video and then I would give my reaction.
Want a masculine man that looks after you, absolutely. But men, their love language is acts of service. Whether you like it or not, whether you accept it or not, whether you want it or not. Their way of receiving love is you cooking for me, you ironing that shirt, you making my work has to stop when I come in the house. If you want a traditional man, if you want a CEO, the moment he wakes up, he's working. Brain is going da 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 da, and the moment he leaves the house, it's da 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 da. So when he comes home, his job has to stop. Yeah, a feminine man would make him less attractive to me. If I came home and my man was just like painting his nails and doing his hair, am I gonna want to sleep with him?
Yeah.
Same thing happens when you come home and your wife's on her phone the whole day and there's food, like no one's cooked anything.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Guys, very true story. It's again a reminder about traditional roles. Women want to have a strong man and to be a feminine, soft woman to this type of men, right? Great example Dr. Sadia brought here that when a man who has his responsibilities, who has a career, the moment when he waking up, his mind full of different kind of thoughts and responsibilities. And for that type of man, it is so much important to have a feminine woman next to him when he will wake up and at the moment when he will come back home. Of course he wants some distraction, some peace, not when a woman attacking him like, oh, did you do that, did you do that, did you bought that, did you solve this problem, I need this and this and this from you. So it never would work right in a correct way. So no such type of man would ever be patient and okay to such behavior. Of course, that type of man would choose some woman who would be a part of a union, who would understand her side of responsibilities, right? He has his responsibilities on his side, yeah, and the woman might understand her responsibilities. And of course, no woman would be attracted to a man who would come back after work and, distracted for himself to yeah, to do some to use some moisturizer or to do some manicure or whatever, right? No, any woman would be attractive to that man, and woman wants to see a masculine man who dragon who slaying a dragon, yeah, outside when he goes out to his work. And of course she would love exactly to bring you this soft feminine energy, this peace, this cozy atmosphere, this homemade dinner with your hands, right? She want to take care of you, she want to make you rest, she want to bring you peace, she want to get know about your day if you're okay to share some moments. And that can work. And opposite, of course, another example, when men and women have lack of those qualities and cannot, provide, men cannot provide for family, women cannot provide this atmosphere, this peace at home. When you return back home and can meet a messy home, and instead of relax, have a good tasty meal and be able to relax your brain and body, you need to have one more shift, to take care about home chores, to do laundry, to organize some things, to sort them out, to do dishes or whatever. Of course you would ask like, what the hell is going on? Why I should go to my work, yeah, to provide for to pay bills? So why this part of the background didn't solved yet, right? It's reasonable question. So everything understandable. Give me ideas if you have some other examples of family role models. Yep, probably something can work as well. Uh, from my perspective, I think that two people as well can have career if woman not working extra time and not dedicating her full self to her career and still have time and energy to dedicate herself to a family. Even very wealthy families, but guys, let's talk realistically here. Not that much people who can hire all the housekeepers, and all the staff to take care about the home chores, and it's just obviously very small percentage of population who can achieve this lifestyle, these conditions. So as well, if we would imagine that woman has her career and she working the same hours as her husband do, and she coming home as well want to receive any kind of relief and to relax her brain and her body, but she has one more shift at home, to cook, to clean, to organize kids, to organize everything. This woman would be just stressed out, constantly tired, and you guys wouldn't have any time for romance together. So that would be quite tough from my perspective. If woman would feel herself like from her career not depend the success of a full family, so she has her work, but it's not a main work, not that much hours per week, and she still has time to dedicate herself to a family. In that case, I believe that's perfect option. So of course, it's up to you, but I believe you understand what type of relationships work the best and understand the reason, the roots why it work this way. Uh, and guys, I would put my StreamYard link for today to the chat. And after I would show my introduction video for those of you who don't know me. As well, you can join to mock video date with me to talk to me face to face on camera. Yeah, for this you need to have your camera and microphone on. Go to register at matchguarantee.com Ukraine dating /Ukraine dating. And don't forget to mute your YouTube where you're currently watching us. Guys, as well, I want to remind that we have Buy Me a Coffee Ukraine Dating.tv. So you can support our channel. It would help to run this channel longer and to bring you more educational information with the short video, with the reaction. Guys, we have plenty of new streamers who want to join to our channel. Probably you would be curious to see new faces and to learn more information from average Ukrainian women to understand what is inside their brain, their mind, to see is it possible for you to even start relationship with a Ukrainian woman? Do you want this or not? Probably you need something different. So this is a great opportunity to understand your goals, your wishes, and your options, your opportunities to be successful. And for those of you who already has this journey, yeah, already started dating some Slavic women, I wish you good luck, and probably you would receive more useful tips here. Okay, so now let me show you my introduction video, and then I would return back to our comments and we would talk more about traditional roles and comment our short video. Guys, welcome back after a short pause. Okay, other things I want to add to this topic today about this act of service. First of all, I want to add my personal point of view that we have our primary love languages, but I strongly believe that all of us, we actually need all the love languages which exist. So touches, yeah, love language of physical touch, words of admiration as well, important for many people from time to time to hear how important you and how special you are in your partner's life, to hear a compliment. And for men, it is important as well sometimes, not that much as for a woman, of course, but still important. So, some nice, lovely words, words of support, uh, as well, something valuable. Acts of services, guys, only this way you can show to any person that you really do care. Just with the words and with the physical touch, it's actually means nothing. It's exactly the way to show that you enjoy this person, but how important this person in your life, and to commit, you can show how you able to commit. You able only with an act of service, and again with splitted roles, you able to show to your woman what way you able to take care about her in your life. If you can make her life easier, if you can solve any problem, any question which triggering her when she has any worries, when you can bring some positivity into her life, when she can just feel as a little girl, like that time when she was treated with her father, and father resolved all her problems. Yeah, all her questions were solved. The same with the men. Sometimes every woman want to feel that little girl. Not always, guys, and of course, women in with her feedback want to show as well this mother's love, when she want to take care of you when you get sick, when you have tough times at your work, when you have tough times with anyone, your boss, your colleague, your friend, your family, and you need some support. When she wants to take care of your background, again, to iron your shorts, to cook something for you, something what you really like and enjoy. And gifts, yeah, gifts are as well important. Exist the saying that only when we're receiving gifts we understand how less we know about each other. So gifts always would be indicator how important this person in your life, because for a person you really value next to you, you would try to satisfy, you would try to prepare something special ahead, sometime before any event can happen, any anniversary or any other holiday where we're supposed to bring gifts. So of course this gift, your the most, the best intention would be to bring some positivity into life of a person, probably with this gift to remind about yourself, to show that I do care about you. And every time when you would use this item or look at this item, you would subconsciously remind about myself. So it's your intention as well to satisfy a person, to be next, to bring positive and wonderful moments. So of course it's as well act of love. What else? So I believe that all of us need every point of love languages, but acts of service as well, one of the most important, even beside others. At least they would show that somebody do care. Another way it would be. Okay, we'll go to the chat already, but what? Привет, Жаночка. What a lovely surprise to see you in the TV today. It's a surprise to me as well. But yeah, that's fine. I'm glad to see you guys always. Yes, Jill, I mentioned that last week that she was visiting her friend in Germany. I guess internet wasn't good enough in the area she is on or something. Can be. Oh, Chaga Chaga, hello to you. Good day. Glad to see you. What Janочка, exactly. A man wants a woman that brings him peace. I love the way it sounds. An Egin wife is not a Templar because he is thinking of provision and their future, while she may be too focused on the present. For women, it's normal to live at her present, but woman can be satisfied with this present time, and another woman can always hear begging and uh, always complain. Not enough that, not enough time, not enough money, not enough attention, not enough romance. uh, Everything works so much like in a circle, some codependence. What you doing would be a direct reflection from your partner. Sometimes one of us need to act a little bit more wiser and take responsibility to try to find a compromise or to offer a compromise, and then it can work into decent relationships. But everything what you doing, if you doing great actions, you might receive a great result. If you don't do any actions, of course, offense and expectations, first expectations which would turn to offense, would accumulate in, and then you would receive as well some unpleasant reality. And opposite, it work reverse, both way street. Bill Unger, what? Greetings, you and everyone here. Hello, Bill. Nordic as well. Hello, everyone. Hi. Shalom and привет, Jana from Porfirio. Hello, Porfirio. Hello, guys. I'm glad to see you all here. Chaga Chaga, I am watching while working. My comments are few and far between. Okay, almost not at all. That's fine. For me, it's always a pleasure to see guys who are regular followers here. I know that you're watching, and it's already a little bit more warmer and interesting. So nice. Biljana, good day. You look amazing. Thank you. Your roses are still looking fresh. Why still? You see, guys, I have a lovely man who keep an eye on my vase to always be full. So they are fresh just because they look fresh, just because they are fresh. Thomas, hello to you, man. The topic assumes that Slavic women are not attracted to me. Okay, probably fair. What do you mean that if it is a hint that if a man take care about his appearance, it depends, Thomas. You see, it depends how much time and how much like addicted you are about your appearance. So, as a short example, it was a comparison between neat and well groomed. It's a must. What, Janочка? Yes, she'd be stressed out. This is one of the reasons why women who want to have a career are more likely to end with a broken marriage. Men and women deal with the stress differently. Oh, absolutely. I would share more after this comment. And one of the reasons why more and more women end up with the diagnosis or bad mental health is because the lifestyle they are following, at least in the West. Okay, one more comment. 40% more diagnoses of disorders for women in my country in 2023. Kids are sent to daycare. Men and women both work. Women less, though all that stress in unhealthy. First of all, I absolutely agree that men and women feel differently and able to cope with problems in a different way. Guys, if to believe to certain practice, a woman feels 9 times more sensitive than man does. It means that any stress which you need to face with and women need to face with the same stress, woman would, be very stressed out and completely exhausting and very scared probably. And men, for you it would be just another task, maybe task with the star, to cope with this problem. So we feel differently, our mind works differently, our senses, feelings, and all the effects which it brings works differently. I completely disagree that we can be equal because we are different on a physical and mental and emotional levels. So just impossible to imagine that women would work the same amount of hours, especially if to take care that a woman might be a mother, and mother's care and attention so much important for kids, especially at early stages of life. I don't agree about this daycare thing. Yeah, it means that woman actually doesn't take participation in upbringing, in personal upbringing, right? We cannot even try to compete with the men. Certain professions, right? We can have equal rights, equal income, and a woman can do the same things if we're talking about some professions like office professions. Not all, again, not all, because the higher you go, the more masculine qualities you need to have to compete, to prove constantly that you able to cope with this stress, that you able to compete. To compete again, you need to have these masculine qualities. Guys, when I worked at the bank, the only career was possible for a woman after career I had that moment. It was a manager who would control other people, and part of this control, of course, you need to be a jackass to other people. Another way, you just cannot cope with this stage, with these responsibilities. So only women with a very harsh temper were able to be there. If you are soft, if you are feminine, if you are kind, people never would listen to you. So it's not necessarily that every manager or every controlling position, bad people or harsh people, but still you need to be very, with the masculine qualities, very disciplined, who can be able to, I don't know, to control or even punish people in case, to organize, to, it's, for men, it's more easy to do this in more kind way, I would say, just because you have this masculine energy. Yeah. For women, I never saw any woman who is like so nice and feminine and flexible and soft, like, oh, hello guys, I'm glad to see you all, such a sunshiny. No, all women at those positions, they were harsh, who able to yell, who able, to punish, who able to like very, man in a skirt. For me, it was a thought to think about my career. Should I, try to stay to continue career, because you cannot go up and you cannot stuck for many, many years at the same place, at the same position. And happy Thursday, Jana, and everyone. Yes, oh my God, for me, days now, just from day to day, I cannot even admit what day of a week it is. Such a roller coaster. What Janочка, a personal gift that the receiver can appreciate also shows that you know a person well and have been listening to them. Right, that is exactly why I applied that expression, that we know so less about people we spend in time with, because our presence always would show. At least for me, I was blessed and happy to have people around me who really do care about gifts. Guys, for me, not important how much the gift would cost. Obviously, you understand some things you cannot buy anything quality, but it can be replaced with creativity. If you knows for sure what exactly would bring the joy and excitement to your partner or friend or family member you really want to surprise. So it's even not about price. So of course, understandable. The more you love and respect a person, the more you're ready to invest. But at the same time, all of us we can have different times, and you cannot live by schedule and prepare yourself, to bed times. And if, for example, birthday of your soulmate comes to that moment when you have a tough time at your career, for example, right? You still will be able to bring a wonderful present gift which would touch a heart of your partner exactly if you know this person close enough and know what would obviously bring a joy and happiness. So it can be something creative, it can be some idea which cannot cost that much, but you just need to know a person close enough to find a good decision, a good present. It can be something, some event, or some even action which the special person wanted to do or to try a long time ago. It can be some memorial item. It can be some item which can be expensive and which person wanted and couldn't afford. So different things, but more important, exactly to bring and to give something what was really wanted. That's the goal of the present. And yeah, sometimes we can receive some such presents, or we can see on the side, yes, such presents which um, like we bought something, but how this person would appreciate and really need and apply this item, this present into life, not that much important. And with soulmates everything is understandable. With the most close people, it's understandable because we have this daily mostly, yeah, communication, and we talk, have heart to heart talks, and understand their zone of interest and so on. But for example, more difficult to buy a present to some colleagues, or to friends. You sometimes you can stuck what this person really would like, really would be happy to receive. Sometimes it's difficult to make a choice. That is why you need to know this person on a close level, on a very tight level. Then you would know for sure what exactly would make this mode one person would be happy to receive. But one can like a person for who they are, but not everyone always listens or pays attention. Well, it depends. It always depends uh, how important this person is to you. So I can share with someone all my entire life, but if another person doesn't have any interest to me, to my personality, to everything what I said, you would listen, but everything would be blah 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 blah, just somewhere to your ears and out, and you wouldn't even recognize important things to me and understand and remember. So it's exactly an indicator. When the person is important to you, you would find time, opportunity to listen, to learn. You would love to learn about this person. You would want to know what this person like, what are his interests, what she already tried or never tried, and by description looks like she want to try. Guys, I can I can share with you from my own perspective. When man has this magic ability to listen carefully and to read beside the lines, uh, to hear what encouraging a woman and bring her joy, and then you able to organize these things in her life, that would be greatly appreciated. That would a straight indicator for a woman that you are a super nice man who deserve, special attention. Every woman want to be her man attentive to her, exactly, because every woman want to be special for her man. And of course, it would, bring your relationships into another level, and she would try to commit as well for you. Thomas, to what? That's right. The happiest I saw my ex-wife from a gift was from like a $10 thing from Amazon. Eyelashes for car. Oh my God, you as well have those stuff for decoration a car. Yeah. You see, it's not about the price, it's about how attentive you are, and are you sure that that would bring a joy to your special person. But this is my opinion, but I think that a personalized gift holds more value than a gift with a big price tag on it. Emotional value exceeds material, on my opinion. I would agree and at the same time a little bit disagree, because for example, some big price tag can be appropriate when you already have this serious level of relationships, and if not a partner, so nobody would do any expensive gift just because it's not appropriate, right? So at least in Ukraine, guys, it counts that if you're a long time in relationship, you absolutely rely and like you have decent relationships, and you trust to your partner. You want to continue develop these relationships. I mean, when people already, with this mindset that they are a union, they are a family, doesn't matter they're married, not married yet. So then appropriate expensive items, not indoors, not to buy a woman, but when you already know that, okay, you are my special person and I want you to be treated the best way because you are mine. So then men would try to commit with some expensive jewelries or electronics. The woman would try the same, and woman would do special preparation for a man's birthday, for example. It would be some expensive items as well to show the status of a man, to take care, to always bring something good quality. Dr. Tristan, hi to you. Привет, Jana girl. Nice posses, flowers. Absolutely nice. Thank you. I think the same way. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Guys, I have a guest. Look who's came. Who's came to my niece. Okay, Tristan, Sunday 14th, second Sunday of the month, group coaching session on Zoom. Dr. Tristan, I would probably ask you even to put a reminder into your calendar, into your schedule, and you're welcome to join. Ciao, Bosch brothers. Okay, nice. Thomas, Jana, what things can you say, do to keep an attraction when online without the excitement to be around someone, just spending a few minutes to text? There is some momentum lost, right? Thomas, thank you for this question. I really appreciate that our men, I mean our clients of Match Guarantee, really even thinking about this, because it shows me how serious you are, that you're trying to commit, to save this communication, to be able to keep a spark in this communication. In your situation, everything is way easier because you have certain plan with the dates, right? And you know that you would be there soon. To keep a spark, flowers, of course, are a must. What else you can do on distance? The same type of delivery, the same plus or less, the same price. Guys, it doesn't mean that you need to be, like a person who like bring fruits to the god, it's not in this way, but from time to time that's the only thing you can do, to order flowers, to order some small surprises. I don't know, bottle of wine or basket of fruits or chocolate bar. Small courtship, very small things which shows that you want to remind to a woman about yourself. You want to bring some positivity. Other sort of things before meeting. To be honest, I don't recommend, just because you don't know a person in reality yet and don't know that much of her preferences, and before you met in person and confirmed from both sides that you are mutually interested and have chemistry, and from that moment of real meeting you starting your official dating, right? If everything is there by chemistry, by feelings. So before that, I don't really think that items are appropriate. Depends, okay, depends how long you're communicating and how exciting your communication is. So some people, they can have, just few texts back and forth during a week. Some people cannot even take their phone out of their hands and try to communicate every possible minute. So of course, the more the better, but it shouldn't be just initiative from your side when you constantly chasing a woman. Okay, let's do text, let's do phone call, let's do chat. Sometimes it can even be a deal breaker. So you guys need to be wise enough and mature enough to read the feedback reaction, how much she is into you with her feedback reaction. If excitement is there and if you can see that she really has an interest back to you, so then yeah, the best thing you can do is to be a nice man who wants to remind about yourself, to bring some positive. Every woman, guys, doesn't matter how much flowers we receive, and we always would feel joy and more feminine mode when we're receiving flowers. Every flower bouquet, even one single rose, doesn't matter, always would be a sweet reminder that I'm a beautiful woman who deserves this treatment. Always would be a plus. Fruit basket or cheese basket, I don't know. Nowadays, tips personally from me, I think very valuable, some delicious things. And I think such um, items as, for example, delicious cheese, which you can really enjoy from different pieces of the world, especially Thomas, your ladies from Kiev, so it's the best option for you to order any type of delivery, any kind of amazing bouquets or other items which easy to find at the service. So probably cheese bucket with the special gym confiture would be really really appreciated. If you don't have this unique details that, for example, your lady has lactose diet or you know some things which she cannot, or if the lady doesn't drink alcohol, of course wine is not appropriate. So based on these knowledges, you always can show a little bit commitment, and women always would be encouraged and appreciative. And I believe that a woman with such way of treatment would initiate even more contact and be more open-minded to a man. And then, of course, it should be very soon a real meeting. Then relationships can develop in an organic way, in a natural way. What one, Janechka? Because of daycare, a lot of kids lack upbringing, but also have a weaker bond with parents. That's true, of course, absolutely. This causes some problems later in life. For example, a lot of teachers in my country are thinking of quitting because more and more kids are out of control and disrespectful. Kids only get light punishment, so teachers don't feel safe anymore. Wow, even in your country, I thought that all people are super polite in Netherlands. Um, Guys, of course, a first family just obligated and must bring kids. And you see what? I can pop up a very harsh topic. I'm not sure that all viewers, all people would agree. And I have mix of feelings between my post-Soviet Union mentality, and I know how it was at the Soviet Union from my parents, my grandparents. I don't want this system, but at the same time, certain things were really wise. There are certain things we still, from my perspective, better to take from any moment, any century of life, from any country, from any culture. Better to collect the best things, yeah, and to decline, troubling things. So what I can see, the bad influence in Western countries is that, unfortunately, government in a certain way try to brainwash um, kids' brains, and at the same time parents with certain restrictions, and the government trying to control. I completely agree when a government needs to control, when parents are really not able to provide normal conditions for living for their kids, or cruel and abusing kids in a inappropriate way. But what I know from people, especially now with the war, when many Ukrainian people and many my personal acquaintance living abroad in different Western countries. So sometimes government takes such a huge part of upbringing of kids, and upbringing not just kids, but they would control the way parents would upbring kids, which unfortunately extra over treatment as well causing these weak generations. For example, if you would leave your child alone at certain age, which is already not that dangerous, but still not that age what your government allow. Yeah, so they think that you create a danger for your kids. But another way, people wouldn't be able to work and to provide life for these kids, right? You cannot not just punish, but even increase voice because it is unhealthy. Instead of restrictions, better to create some uh, programs, probably to show an example, but realistic example. So many things when even government with the laws don't let parents be a real parents. And I can see this is as a problem. And if such restrictions would come to my country culture, that would be very difficult to bring, because when children's mind and conscious is not developed yet, you would have lack of tools of influence, lack of influence in general as an adult person, and not completely formed personality always would not understand why you shouldn't behave this way, why you shouldn't do this, why you should try and do this by discipline, by things, right? So, guys, can you imagine, for those of you who have kids, if you wouldn't demand your kids to study, to wash themselves, and to clean the room, would they really do that? Not, of course. Of course not. Doesn't matter how much examples you would bring to your kids, they never would do, because it's difficult. They don't understand the responsibility of being disciplined and to be responsible to their duties. They would try to avoid. And then, of course, when parents need to work all the time, they have to give their kids to daycare. They have rules. Their kids feel themselves, first of all, without this bond with their real biological parents. And second, no influence from these employees. They would have just, some theoretical part, which is way different from real life. So unfortunately, it would bring unpredictable effects. I believe so. So better to choose a golden middle, but just to perfect world doesn't exist, and no perfect society exists, no perfect country or culture. So everything what works on a good way, when you overthink and try to do, you already have something good. No, it's not enough. We need to do better, better, better. Guys, sorry, but it would fuck up all the system at all. And result would be at the end, when good is not enough and you want the best, it would be the worst. The effect would be unpredictable. This is my personal point of view, my observation. I'm not agree with certain laws of certain countries which try to do influence into personal life and upbringing of families, kids. Thomas, also I get sent an Instagram and was asked of for mine. I don't have one or really any social medias. Is that a kind of red flag for someone? I don't think it is a red flag, but if you don't have for a reason. And if you create it exactly to be in touch with your woman, Thomas, I would better talk to you personally, okay, about this case. It's not a red flag in general if a man don't have certain social media page, not. But you need, if you have a reason not to have, so then you need to be strict about your decision. If you don't have for a reason, keep the same behavior line. But if you create, for what? It brings some. As for me, it looks like you want to spy, or some. I don't know, guys. Sorry, but it's weird. Probably Ukrainian mindset. Juan Antonio, hello, lovely lady Jana. I apologize no for being late. There was a dragon terrorizing the countryside. Not to worry, it has been slain. I would buy you beautiful bouquets to show how much I care. Nice. What about Janочка? 200 plus nationalities on a small piece of land. Current generation of teens grew up in social media land. A lot of more bad things these days than when we were younger. I say we because we are about the same age and may have grown up in different environment, but accessibility to technology wasn't that different. TV, computer, phone. Yes, I completely understand every point you mentioned, and of course it does influence. Multiply nationalities with all their cultural differences does matter. Again, guys, it's up to a government, and sometimes it can turn to a mess when certain countries can be very welcome to another nationalities cultures which incompatible with your original country. It can harm, and I as well, guys, very understand when even now with this horrible war situation, our refugees had to move to different cultures, and I understand that our culture can be not that pleasant to some other cultures. Yeah, for example, I have my stepmother and my father came to me a few weeks ago, and my stepmother was in Finland, and she said, Jana, if to compare ourselves, our culture with the Finn people, Finland culture, we are so loud. They are very quiet. Everybody is different by appearance. She felt herself, as she said, I found myself that she was at the bus, and all people, native people, they have blonde hair and blue eyes or gray eyes, and she is reverse. She has dark hair and brown eyes. And another guy from the east, some other nationality from the east, was there, and she says, I was surprised to find myself closer by appearance to this east guy than to Finland. So guys, different cultures exist, differences between our mentality, physical features, laws, upbringing, laws, everything exists and has influence on ourselves as people. So of course it's up to a government of every culture, and I understand that it impact, of course, when 200 plus nationalities, I cannot even imagine. So I'm not against of any culture, but at the same time, um, every culture wants to save the uniqueness, yeah, the unique code of genetics or cultural code. Yeah, social media land, of course, has influence all over the planet. It's just a new generation style, what kind of information our kids receiving and what they left in their brain. Oh, thank you. I would be glad to see you, Porfirio. Renee, hi to you, man. Jana, gov control in United States is being pushed through the, I don't know what is DEI. I don't know what that means. Uh, yeah, some controls pushed, and guys, politics is difficult topic. I have my personal vision, on these things, and we can talk with you someday if you want. You can ask me, do some comment. I'm not political person, so I don't follow the many things, but I keep an eye, on certain events, what are going on, and have my own conclusion post factum why they are going on, and everything not the way it looks like for simple people. So they like throwing off to your eyes things they present to do, but in fact, but Marjanочka, over here, a lot of new parents don't know how to be parents. Kids are not disciplined properly, especially among some of the 200 plus nationalities living here. You see, in my culture, still grandparents has a huge influence because they exactly. My mom still upbringing me, guys. I'm 36 years old. My mom still upbringing me the way I talking to my kids, the way I bringing, the way I demanding, the way I am disciplined. It's pointless, to have any judgment to a child if you don't bring your child in a proper way. So first of all, it's the way you can bring and what example you can show. Thomas, Jana, what was the nicest compliment you received that was most unique or felt special versus the easy, nice hair, beautiful eyes? Tom, nice hair and beautiful eyes still would be always appreciated. And a woman, doesn't matter how much time she heard it, still would be happy to hear that. But of course, the best compliment would be something very unique, which as soon as your woman would feel very special exactly next to you, she would appreciate that. So try to find some things, especially I think that it would be very important when you get learned the personality and you can see that, for example, she can be a little bit shy about this stuff or not very confident about something, and you can bring compliment that You know, your skills of communication are just really great. You such a nice person. You always can find a great word, you know, and she will boost your self-esteem and feel herself more confident and way more pleasant next to you because of you. She will feel better. Very large area of where you can bring compliments to her personality, to her appearance. You know, you can even not mention that just that she has a great eyes. You can, you know, connect this with your special feeling next to this woman. You can say that your eyes very beautiful. I believe you heard this million times, but uh, I have some unique feeling exactly with you, something like that, if you really have. But all the compliments might be sincere, or you can compliment. You know, we cannot choose our appearance, and of course every woman would love to hear that she has beautiful eyes, but she received what she has by her genetics, right? But if you uh, can compliment to her, for example, style or behavior, her choices, her decisions, it's as well very nice compliments because it's exactly about her personality. So she cannot change her appearance. Yeah, she has this eye shape what she was born with. She cannot change this. Guys, we wouldn't talk about any plastic surgeries. We're talking about real people, right? I mean, average women. But her style is exactly a reflection of her personality, and the way you can mention this, you know, personal um, specialities. I believe that that would be very valuable to hear for women, that, you know, you're beautiful by nature, but the way you present in yourself, the way you treat in yourself, the way you behave in yourself, it's really like top class. I really enjoy talking to you and be in your presence. I always feel amazing when I can hear something like that. Guys, last comment for today, I think maybe two, because I have very important appointment, some Zoom introduction of our couple, so I would go. That's right, Joanna. Every parent must take control of their children, welfare and development. They being controlled by government in certain countries because they are dependent to the government, and that's pity. Jana, to be independent as a parent towards the children welfare and development. The parents need to plan financially how to be independent. Jana, very interesting topic about parenting. Thank you, Anne. Yeah, because I'm inside this topic, so it's a troubling question for me as well. I'm a parent and I need to figure out as well what kind of behavior to choose as a parent, what an example to show, and where I want to see my kids and what can I give to my kids. But what to Thomas, my old greeting previous division, okay, some suggestions about the compliment. And John, about compliment advice, you just give that the same advice that Irina gave to the guys last week. Some men just give compliments with purpose. Oh yes, guys, I believe that you are really better at some advice, what kind of compliments, but I respect the question, like what kind of compliments women would appreciate better, yeah, more. So I gave my, if we synced with Irina, I'm just glad because I have very nice impression about Irina, and it's just confirmation for you that many women have the same mindset here. Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you. Bye all.